and a big, big crappie. What I'm talking about. Big old pretty thing right there. I'm talking underneath it. Come here, baby. Nice one. Maybe that's where they've got it, moved under that dock in this hot sunshine. That's the first one I've caught around a dock. I fished it earlier today and didn't catch a fish around it. But I got right in that shade right there. I should still be able to power pole down. There's another one. Should be able to power pole down and sit right here. God, I think I'm down. God, that's a nice one. Ooh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. Crappie says, we're not stupid, Jimmy. We got in the shade. Perfect. Yep. I love it when a plan comes together. Look at that big old crappie. Oh, God, look at that big old pretty crappie. That's a black crappie there, I think. Oh, man, they are eating that little lucky minnow. Electric chicken lucky minnow. And a big, big crappie. What I'm talking about. Big old pretty thing right there. Guy could just stand on that dock and just jig up and down right there and catch them probably. They're right there around that pole. Just on the other side of it. They catch a bluegill. They catch a bluegill there. Yeah, that's a big bluegill. Not a real big one, but pretty nice. I don't know why in the world my boat, the nose of it drifts that way. Got to be just right. I mean, it's just a little sliver of a spot right there where you can get a bite. If you miss that little sliver, you don't get a bite. But when you hit it, you'd get a bite. I guess I thinned the crappie out, and now the bluegill are biting. They're fun too. I don't care. That limb, you just got to miss that limb. That's what happens. Look at the size of that dog. Woo! That's what happens when you change angles. These have all spawned out too. They're mostly all females. I caught one or two males. They're all mostly females. It's already spawned. Wonder what happens if you come right in the front of that dock. I got an angle where I can do that now. Of course, that's where I was getting the bluegill, was really on this side of that pole. The crappie are just on the other side of that pole. You're in the sticks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But that's a magic 2 foot right there. Woo, doggies. All of that hard fishing. You know, this morning when I saw this, thank you very much. This morning when I saw this dock, I said, you got to catch them around the dock. And I come up here and I couldn't catch any. But I didn't fish that magic 2 foot right there. There's a lot of brush out here, and I fished on the outside of that brush. Boy, but that spot. Oh, put him on a big hook and catch a big old bass. Yeah, you could be fish bait. He said, I'm not big enough to eat. I'm not big enough to be fish bait. Turn me loose. And I will do just that. I'm at a bad angle now, actually. Oh, maybe not that bad. Oh, I don't have my bail closed. Ah, that's what I call crappie fishing right here, boys and girls. Woo. Chris would be having fun here. She'd have her fat fanny right up here. Don't you tell her I said that. Right up here beside me. in that little 2-foot magic hole right there. I promise you. How many you reckon's in there, huh? How many you reckon's in there? With that spot right there. How do you know when to quit? How do you know when to quit? Go bass fishing. Oh my goodness. That is what I'm talking about. My goodness sakes alive. Oh my gosh. Magic 2-foot. Not quite over yet. Kind of like relocating beavers. I'm relocating all these crappie. I think they're just swimming back in there and biting again. They don't seem to mind me moving the boat to get the front of it. Can't believe it's swinging like that. Golly. This is impossible. Boy, they're eating that electric chicken. The lucky minnow is pretty lucky right here. He's lucky Jimmy found that little spot right there is what he's lucky about. Golly. Oh. Oh. A largemouth. Oh, there went my minnow. I gotta quit. I don't have another electric chicken. Oh, maybe I don't have to quit. How many have I caught? Has anybody been counting? That is flats whacking them right there. Talk about whacking them. I'm whacking them. I guarantee you, I'm whacking them. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, that's a big one. Oh my goodness. It's a big one. Oh, that's a big one. Whoa, come here. Boy, they are eating that electric chicken. That's what I call a lucky minnow right there. That has really caught them. God, they're getting bigger, Pat. Golly. They're getting larger. Golly. That's a hog. Woo! That's amazing. I mean, that's amazing. And those are big ones, too. Kind of reminds me of time in Canada. Just drop them anywhere around the boat and catch one. They weren't this size, though. Boy, I'm down to a 6-inch area now. I got a 6-inch area found where they're really there. And they're swallowing that electric chicken, lucky minnow. I mean, swallowing it. What can I say? Mercy sakes alive. Watch this, watch this. Hold my beer and watch this. Forgot to turn my bail on my reel. God, they're big ones too. I got a hole of really big ones located right there. Now I know some of you are thinking they're just swimming back there and catching the same one over and over and over, aren't you? I'm not. Oh, look at the size of that one. They say you don't ever leave biting fish. That's what I've heard all my life. I'll be here till my next birthday. That's still a couple months away. Oh, I lost my electric chicken off of my little jig. My little lucky minnow. I got more in my pocket. I'm just gonna let you guess whether I put another one on or I quit. Pat Turner told me he's going home. So, see you later, alligator. I sure do love crappie fishing, and I sure do love you. You better quit, Jippy. Yeah, right. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hey. Hey. We're in my truck. The keys are in my pocket. He's not leaving. Oh, here we go. I think I'll catch another one. Too bad, Patrick, too bad. My hook is straightened out. I'll bend it back a little bit. I got a little 16th ounce jig on, is all I got on. And a little lucky minnow. Minna, M-I-N-N-A, minna, not minnow, minna. Minna, 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 minna. Man, I'm telling you what. Crappie fishing needs to be something like sex. You got to have some reason to tell you when to stop. Pat, come back. Woo! He's going to be too hot up there in the car. He's going to have to come back. I got the keys, can't leave. After the crappie get through spawning, they can be pretty difficult to find, but you know, one of the things that you can rely on is the fact that they are school fish. They've spread out a little bit to spawn, but they're going to bunch back up again. So if you can find that little secret spot, you can catch a lot of them. I'm talking really a lot of them. And sometimes that little secret spot is only 4 or 5 foot wide or even smaller than that. Where we caught them today was even smaller than that. We were in a little 2-foot area. And one of the keys to that today was it was the best cover there was available for like miles and miles of shoreline. I mean, miles of shoreline, the very best cover available. And the very best time was in the very middle of the day when all those fish just kept going for that little bitty piece of shade, about 5 foot deep, a little bitty piece of shade. Now the bait we was catching them on today, this is a lucky sickle tail right here. The thing about this little sickle tail is no matter how you hold it, the tail moves. You see that right there? You can try to hold it, you can hold it up and down, sideways, it doesn't matter. You can try to hold it still and not move it, and it still moves. You see that? And it's on a lucky minnow type bait. This is a bait that I call kind of an accordion bait. Da, 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 da. Looks like an accordion, but it's a great little minnow crappie bait. And I just had it on a little jig head, and this is an electric chicken. You hear people talk about an electric chicken, chartreuse and pink with a little yellow in it. That's what an electric chicken color is. Chartreuse and a kind of a fluorescent pink and a fluorescent yellow, which is chartreuse, and it's got just a little bit of yellow in it. That's an electric chicken. But once you find those fish balled up like that, it's every single cast, and they'll bite right in the middle of the day. Crappie, they're looking to eat something just about any time something comes around them close to eat. Guys and girls, go out there and find those little bitty spots. We went sometimes today 2 or 3 hours without a single bite, but once we found it, bingo, game on.